What's going on, guys? We're back with another Master Duel video. Today we're going to be going over the best deck for the Fusion Festival that is coming up very soon. So let's get right into it. I've got the deck right here for you guys. It is none other than a Thunder Dragon deck. Now, for the Fusion Festival, this deck is actually pretty cheap to make. As you see right here, I've got a lot of URs, but a lot of these URs are optional. They're just hand traps that you most likely already have in your account anyway. I have Ghost Bell right here. You could sub out the Ghost Bells for 3 regular Ashes if you want. The reason why I've been running Ghost Bell personally is because there's a lot of DPEs running around, and Ghost Bell prevents DPE from coming back from the grave. So it's a really nice counter for the current metagame of everybody playing DPE. Now, some other URs that are kind of optional. Chaos Dragon is very, very good card, but if you're tight on URs, don't worry about it. Chaos Dragon's not going to be your main win condition, so you could also take out the Chaos Dragon. Your main win condition with this deck is bringing out Thunder Dragon Colossus. Try to get that out turn 1, and then you just shut out your opponent, because in the Fusion Festival, there's a lot less things that they can do. A lot of the top tier decks for the Fusion Festival involve searching and adding cards from the deck to their hand, and Thunder Dragon Colossus just shuts that down entirely. So this will be the fastest way for you guys to get your wins. A lot of the games that you play using Thunder Dragon Colossus and using this deck will be summon Thunder Dragon Colossus, and they'll just instantly concede because they can't do anything about it. So for an event that you got to farm wins in, I think this will be the best deck for the event, just speed-wise, win rate consistency-wise, and all that stuff. So if, say, you even have a bad hand, you could just surrender, just try to get the Thunder Dragon Colossus out turn 1, and just win real quick games like that. Anyways, let's just go over the deck real quick. We got 2 Thunder Dragon Matrixes. Those are very important. Maxis, optional, very good. Ash Blossom, again, optional. These are just hand traps that are optional. You would want 1 White Dragon Wave Burster. This is a good little starter to get a card banished, as well as a Black Dragon Collapser. This will just try to banish one of your Thunder Dragons to get your plays going. Aloof Lupine is one of the best starters in a Thunder Dragon deck, and specifically for the Fusion Festival, Fallen of Albaz is actually pretty nice, because when it's normal summoned, you can use this effect to discard a card and fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck. So that's why I have these cards right here, Fallen of Albaz, plus 1 effect monster special summon this turn. You can easily bring this out, but the main one you're going to want is the Glory Dragon right here, Fallen of Albaz, plus 1 level 8 or higher monster. And a lot of the fusion monsters are going to be level 8 or higher, as well as Starving Venom Dragon is another huge one. 2 dark monsters on the field. You could also summon it with Fallen of Albaz, I believe. Then we got 3 Thunder Dragons. Pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows what Thunder Dragon does by now. Thunder Dragon Dark. Just this. These are the key staples right here in the Thunder Dragons. And then you got Thunder Dragon Duo. This one's more or less optional. I throw it in just because it's a nice rare to throw in there. And then Chaos Dragon Levineer is probably one of the biggest cards you can drop, but it is a UR, so if you don't have this card and you're not too into the Thunder Dragon deck, I would recommend just passing on this card. It is just an event after all. If you don't really care for playing this deck after the event, go ahead and slide on that one. Chaos Creator, it's basically like another Thunder Dragon Duo, just helps you banish the things. That's kind of the key with Thunder Dragon decks, is you just got to get a Thunder Dragon banished, and then your plays get going. Gold Sarcophagus, optional as well. A very, very good card, but I understand if you guys are tight on URs, you might want to skip this one as well. Allure of Darkness, very, 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 very good card. It'll get you some draws and get your plays started as well. Then we got 3 Thunder Dragon Fusions and 3 Chaos Spaces. Those are just used for your fusions. And then this right here is something I would recommend you guys crafting, is Super Polymerization, because during this fusion event, this is going to be the best card, period, in every single fusion deck. So if you plan on making any hero decks in the future like that, super polymerization is just going to be a good staple to have in the future as well. And then 2 Called by the Graves would be ideal, but I only have 1, so I'm just using 1. Now for the extra deck, we have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And as you see, I only have 8 right here, so you could go ahead and bump these up 2 or 3, but as you see, I only have 1 right now. So if you got the SRs to spare, go ahead and bump them up to 2 or 3, but at least 1. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon is going to be used with Super Polymerization or Fallen Valbaz, like I was saying. It's just going to be a good way to clear out Destiny Hero, Destroyer, Phoenix, Enforcer, as well as just any 2 dark monsters on the field. I love using Starving Venom Fusion Dragon just because of his effect is so good. It can clear out even Thunder Dragon Colossus. He's just a really good card. Anyways, on to Thunder Dragon Colossus. This is going to be your main win condition. Let's scroll down to the main reason why he will be your main win condition. First of all, he's easy to bring out. Just 1 Thunder Dragon plus 1 Thunder monster. And then, what's it called? If this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish 1 Thunder monster from your graveyard as well. And the main effect for this card is cards cannot be added from the main deck to your opponent's hand except by drawing them. That right there shuts down heroes entirely because they play Stratos. Nothing they can do about it. And basically any other deck that tries to add from the deck to their hand, which is a lot of them, because that's how they search the polymerization and whatnot, it just shuts them all down. Now we got Glory Dragon right here. It's just another good little removal with either Super Polymerization or Fallen Valbaz. I would actually recommend just go ahead and bump that up to 3 if you got nothing else to add. The extra deck is kind of just whatever you want to add, to be honest, or what you think you're going to be going up against, and you can add Super Polymerization targets for that. So, for example, some hero things might be good things to add just for this event, because I imagine there's going to be a lot of hero players. Then we got Sprigand right here. Again, it's just a Fallen of Albaz target. DPE. As you see, we don't actually run the fusion spell. So you could actually drop this down to 1 if you want to, or none at all. But I'm just running this 1 right now because there's always that off chance you're going up against the hero character, the hero player that has Destroyer, Phoenix, Enforcer, and 1 other hero on the field, and then you could just make your own. Because, like I said, heroes are going to be highly prevalent in this event. I guarantee it. Even though they're expensive, they're one of the most popular decks. And then, last but not least, is Thunder Dragon Titan. Another staple in any Thunder Dragon deck. Just has a lot of attack. Quick effect, you can destroy 1 card on the field. That this card would be destroyed by card effect. You can banish 2 cards from your graveyard instead. So a very good effect as well. Now, I got 2 quick replays I want to show you guys. Just 1 replay going over why Super Polymerization is a must-have, and another going over just the deck in general and how you might want to go about playing it. So let's go ahead and go to the replays. I always forget where those are at. And we'll go with this one, a 2-turn one. So we'll play it right here. Now, this is a short little replay, so I'll just let you know this is the replay where Super Polymerization single-handedly shut down the game and won it instantly. So we'll fast forward it because a lot of it is the enemy's turns play, but it's all actually a pretty good example. So this is a hero deck that we're going up against, which is a perfect example because hero is probably going to be the most popular deck in the Fusion Festival. It is also probably going to be the second best deck in my opinion too. It's going to be a very good deck. Now, this is going to be a full power hero deck that we're going up against here because this guy is obviously not in the festival right now, so he's going to be Exceed summoning into Extra Cross Crusader right here. And he's just going to be doing a normal hero combo, popping off, building his whole entire board. He can see that I don't have any hand traps because my field's not glowing. And now we draw thanks to his card, and now he's seeing that I got a little hand trap possibly, but he's still just popping off. He's not afraid of anything. So as you see right now, he's summoned a Link monster. So this wouldn't be in the Fusion Festival, but Elemental Hero Sunrise, that for sure is going to be something people use. This one right here, Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, that's something people are going to be using. As you see right here, Fusion Destiny as well. So right here, he's got a Destiny hero and a Dark monster. So a dark hero monster, so we could actually super polymerization into a DPE of our own if we wanted to. However, since he has elemental hero absolute 0, I chose to bring out Starving Venom Fusion Dragon because I just want to clear out his board. What Starving Venom Fusion Dragon does is I get to yoink the attack of any monster on the field, and then when my Venom Fusion Dragon dies, all special summon monsters die. And just like that, he surrenders just off of a super polymerization, yoinking 2 of his monsters. So that's the power of the super polymerization right there. It is a very, very good card, and I do recommend that you guys, if you have the ability to, craft 2 of those, because those are just good staples in general as well. So if your choice is between crafting a hand trap or crafting super poly, I recommend the super poly, to be honest. At least for this event, and even like I said, it's going to be good in the future as well, because the biggest counter, or one of the biggest counters to DPE, is actually super polymerization. Now we're on to the next match. Like I said, this is not a Fusion Festival matchup, so I just went ahead and max seed right away, thinking he might be playing a Exceed deck or something like that, probably playing Tri Brigade or anything like that. He ends up playing Yosenju's, which obviously is not going to be in the Fusion Festival. But this is just going to show you guys how we can play the Thunder Dragon deck. So as you see right here, I actually had a pretty bad hand, but I set my Thunder Dragon Fusion because if it dies, which luckily it did, it has a graveyard effect right here. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add a Thunder Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So that is very key to unbricking yourselves. So luckily he did pop it, and a lot of the times it will get popped if you set it, and I felt comfortable doing that because I had a second one in my hand. So now we'll go ahead and fast forward it to get on to our next play. So he's just over here bouncing my cards back and attacking me, doing Yusenju things, going back to the hand, and now we're back on to our turn. So for our turn, we draw Chaos Creator. Now we can activate the spell card from the grave to grab our Thunder Dragon Roar. Thunder Dragon Roar will use his effect to replace himself. Now we've got a Thunder Dragon in the grave, so now we can send Hawk to the grave to special back our Thunder Dragon. With our Thunder Dragon, we can now activate its effect to, or now we can go to the extra deck and summon out Thunder Dragon Colossus. Now right there is a key thing right there. Why did I have to activate that effect? Well, this card right here, he gains attack equal to my Thunder Dragon's attack. So if I didn't add this extra 500, he would have died right there. So very key to try to read your cards. Make sure you notice that that's what this card does. Otherwise, that would have been a big misplay. Now, let's continue on. I destroy his monster. Main phase 2, I've got no more plays, so we'll go on with it. And now he's going to Pendulum Summon. Oh no, he's going to activate the effect of Yosenju R. And now he's going to Pendulum Summon. He's going to bounce my monster back into the deck. And he's just going to bring out all of his Yosenjus one at a time. I've got nothing to protect me. He's just going to blast me in the face. He's going to search out his trap card. And there we go. I barely hang on there. Now all of his guys get boosted and go back to the hand. So now we're in a do or die situation right here. If we don't finish him off this turn, he's obviously going to finish me off. So luckily we rip into Allure of Darkness. That was pretty huge. That lets us banish our Thunder Dragon Dark. Banishing our Thunder Dragon Dark allows us to search for any Thunder Dragon. So we choose Thunder Dragon Roar since we have the Thunder Dragon Hawk in the grave. Now with the Lupine that we had in our hand, oh my god, this is going a little too fast. With Lupine that we had in our hand, we can now banish the Thunder Dragon Roar, which will let us special summon a monster from the graveyard. So we choose our Thunder Dragon Roar. And then we summon out our Chaos Creator just to start getting our plays going. And now we're going to use Thunder Dragon Fusion. We're going to send 3 of our banished and engraved Thunder Dragon or Thunder type monsters to bring out Thunder Dragon Titan. Now we're going to use the effect of the Chaos Creator to bring back 3 of our banished monsters to special summon one. And at this point, he decides to negate that effect and destroy that monster. And now we're just going to attack for lethal. We got 3,200 there, 1,700 there, And then quick play, super polarization, discard a card, special summon out. Can you guess what it is? The Starving Venom Fusion Dragon by using 2 darks on our field for lethal. So that right there shows you guys why super polarization is clutch, as well as the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And if that wasn't specifically Yosenju's and it was in something that could not have dealt with our Thunder Dragon, Colossus, then that would have also won the duel right there, because he wouldn't have been able to search anything. If he tried destroying it, I could have kept banishing my Thunder Dragons from the graveyard, and then eventually there would have been nothing for him to do, and that would have been game over. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys learned something about Thunder Dragons, and if so, then I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.